Shalom, everyone. I am J.A. Dudley on my way up to ATS. I was just thinking about while I was driving uh, about how I've been living the movie my entire life. Well, actually, I was watching Joe Rogan and Coleon Noir on Spotify. And I remember back to when I used to listen to every episode of the JRE podcast, and he would say you should be the hero of your own movie. It's like that was very good advice, but what is my movie? And as I was just driving now on this trip, it started to click in. Yes, I've been living my own movie, living the dream. I think about everything that I've done. I remember the high school years, or not even before that. I remember my elementary school years, my middle school years, my what was that TV show that was 30 something years ago? With Adam Savage, the Wonder Years. I remember my Wonder Years growing up in East Orange, New Jersey, when I got permission to cross the street to go play with the other kids that lived across the street, where I didn't either have to wait for someone to cross me across the street, and that I could go on my own, or when I was allowed to go play around the corner. Like little things like that. Those were my Wonder Year times. The family trips and vacations that we went to the South to go visit family in North Carolina. I remember those. Then that next section of stuff of, all right, well, I was living. I moved to Plainfield, New Jersey, and all the things that happened out there. But then some more stuff happened, like the family issues, so that I was still going to school in Plainfield, but living in East Orange, commuting back and forth by train. As a young teenager, to be able to still get my education out there because of the concern about the East Orange School District and how I would end up if I was in that environment based off of my time in elementary school. Then on the other side of that timeline, that exact same timeline, my church life, all the things that I was doing there. Then it was, all right, I'm starting to get jobs as a teenager. Then I remember the first time I purchased my own clothes. Like, I'm reliving all of these memorable moments. Then as I got older, things started shifting. It's like, oh, that first kiss, or that those first intimate engagements. Like, I remember those. Was that like American Pie? Stuff like that. Then I got into my Fast and Furious time, where it wasn't like, oh, he's driving fast and everything. No, I was driving my vehicles at over 130 plus miles per hour, street racing on Avenue P behind Newark Airport, or going up to Hunts Point, or going to Hunts Point in New York, going to what was that, First Street or something down in Philly. So I had my Fast and the Furious time. Then things changed again, because while I was doing that Fast and the Furious time, I ended up losing my driver's license. It's so many different stories and so many different events. It's not even chapters of my life. it's novels of my life. Each and every decade, it was so many things that were going on. Then dealing with death. Like, not only just family members, you tend to know what's going on when it's a family member that passes away, whether it was health reasons or stuff like that. Like, no. I knew people that I went to school with that got shot, or I was actually there when a person got shot while people were shooting at me. Then I become a bouncer, I get shot in the shoulder. The guy was bringing a gun up to my head, and I'm like, oh, he must be throwing a punch, so I should slip the punch and pat, 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 and I catch one in the shoulder. Still took me some time to realize that I've been shot, but we dealt with that problem, and my arm is feeling warm. Why is my arm feeling warm? Oh, that is blood running down my arm. Didn't even realize or recognize that I was shot. No one else did. Like, well, that sucks. And then after, because of how life was going, I had to drive myself to the hospital in a manual transmission vehicle. They said, we can go in, get the bullet out, but it's just going to cause more damage. We did the x-rays, let it come out on its own. So next night, back working security with a sling on, checking IDs and all that other stuff. And then everybody singing the T.I. song, let your shoulder lean, shoulder lean. So that was that part of life. Now, me singing that song, if any of you actually know that song, you can date back to when you were hearing that song. That's when I got shot. That's what put me on the shelf a little bit in starting my fight career when I got shot, because I was looking for fights in 2006. Then I got shot in 2006, and I ended up not having my first professional fight until March 2007. So that's how that timeline shifted. But just imagine if I wasn't fight training and didn't think to slip that punch, that would have been a bullet to the brain. How far off would that story have changed? I don't think that I would have been able to get a fighter's license. That would have just been completely non-acceptable to have a bullet in the brain. So where would I have ended up? Would it have made me mentally off? Would it have paralyzed me? Would it have killed me? Don't know. I really don't know. I'm here alive because I slipped the punch. That's that movie stuff. That's the stuff that, oh, yeah, you can't dodge a bullet. Well, I did dodge a bullet. Well, at least a bullet to the head, and it ended up hitting me in the shoulder. That's that movie stuff. I am living a movie. Now, it went to being, well, I was already playing semi-pro football, and then that story of, oh, he couldn't make it, or he didn't have the skills enough to make it to the NFL. So what did he do? He started fight training, then became a professional fighter, got well known in the industry, grinding out, got to the second biggest organization in the world and competed there. But he couldn't make it to the UFC because he had so many things going on, so many life things that he had to focus on. He had to focus on child support. He had to focus on family. But there's so much going on to that story. Then, like, okay, what's after fighting? Well, how do you transition into something else? What did I do? I ended up getting married because that was something missing. That was a missing piece of either chasing women or chasing goals and careers, chasing accomplishments, writing that story. There is something missing. I was missing having a wife. Now that I know the importance of that, especially because I am a follower of the word, understanding the benefits of a helpmeet, that's what I was missing. Without a helpmeet, I would have just been continuing on the grind. I probably wouldn't be talking to y'all now because I would be getting ready for a fight right now. I didn't see an exit plan. There's a fighter, Dan Severin. I believe that he is still competing. I know he's still touring around the country and all this stuff, doing seminars, but every little once in a while it'll pop up Dan Severin is fighting, or Dan Severin is having a professional grappling match. That's where I saw myself going, that I was just going to stick at the grind. Maybe end up having a record of being the oldest professional MMA fighter or oldest black professional MMA fighter that existed, and see how long that lasts. Because in being an athlete, there is a short window when you can compete. A very short window. Keeping your health, keeping your finances straight, keeping your mental sanity, just keeping at that grind all the time. If I didn't get married, I would still be on that grind. So then what's next? Oh, truck driving, being an over-the-road truck driver, living that life while being engaged, being married, coming in contact with so many different people, having these road stories that I can tell because of all of these experiences, because of the position that I put myself in. Now, having the blessing of somebody seeing something in me and saying, hey, I need you on my team. Can you come out here? Stop all the stuff that you're doing out there. Come out here and help me out. That's what Bear Independent did for me. Helping me to add to that movie of, oh, I want to live this country life. I want to do this, I want to do that. I want to do tactical training. I want to donate my time for a worthy cause, for Grindstone Ministries, for Caleb House. That's the life that I'm living now. Now, being married, doing all of this stuff, and raising children in the country is something that happened that I desired to do when I was a child. When I first visited North Carolina, I said, this is the life that I want to live. How do I do that? Oh, I put on a helmet, run into someone, somebody will give me a check. Eventually I'll earn enough money to be able to pull myself out of this cityscape and then go live in the country. That didn't happen. Oh, I'm gonna work this well-paying telephone company job for all of these years, retire, use that savings, and then go get some land and retire. That didn't happen. Oh, I'm gonna go step in a cage and go fight and try and pound somebody's face in, or break their limb, or do this or do that, and make it out safe with all of my mind intact. With that money, go build my ranch, live a life worth living. That didn't happen. Nope. It took a YouTuber that was on the rise, that recognized what he needed in his team and what he needed in me. So now his movie needed me to be to fill a role in there. I am someone that's acting in his movie while he's someone that's acting in my movie. It's just blessings on top of blessings. That he says that he's writing a book. I tried writing a book many times before. I put a lot of this stuff out in blog form, little sections of my life. You all are more than welcome to go check it out. ir62.com. That's IR, the number 6, the number 2.com. The website should still be up, but there are stories about my life that I wrote, trying to figure out how to write a book, how to express my life to other people. I was trying to write a story. I didn't see it as a movie, I guess because I was right in the middle of it. Now I'm having sight and forethought that yes, I'm still writing that story. Yes, I am still writing that script. Yes, I am putting that information out there because one day that movie is going to be filmed. And one day people are going to say, wow, all the stuff that he did, I would have never thought that. I would have never thought that that was his pathway. How did he get to that position in life? All of the grind, all of the hard work, all the blood, sweat, and tears. Like, I literally had blood, sweat, and tears. Not everybody can say that. Not everyone can say that they lost a fight on national TV, completely bloody, hurt, sore, and everything, and just happy. Because those were the moments that I was at peace, that I signed that contract, that I may not make it out this cage, so I'm going to put it all on the line because I'm writing that movie. Now my sons get to go back and look and see, this is what my dad did. They could tell their children, this is what our dad did. Then their children can say, this was my grandfather. My grandfather did this. My grandfather did that. And they can be proud, living on the land that I purchased for them. Because that's another part of the movie. Living this country life, this homestead life. Trying to make a change, trying to make a difference. Trying to show the world what is possible. You are not stuck in the place that you are. But a lot of you are stuck in the place that you are. Are you going to unlock that place that you're stuck at? Or are you just going to say, well, this is where I am. This is where I guess I'm supposed to be. I don't think that I'm supposed to want for more for myself, for my children, or anything like that. Maybe I'll just get the new shiny thing, or a new car, or a new entertainment system, a bigger TV. I guess that's what life is supposed to be. And then I'm supposed to just go and watch a movie about somebody actually doing something. I'm that movie. Thank y'all for watching.